They're making billions, and they're spending it fast as they make it. I want a piece of that for my men, because when they made their most money was during COVID. When my men had to go to work on those piers every single day, when everybody stayed home and went to work. Not my men. They died out there with the virus. We all got sick with the virus. We kept them going. From Canada to Maine to Texas, Great Lakes, Puerto Rico, now the Bahamas, everybody went to work during COVID. Nobody stayed home. Well, I want to be compensated for that. I'm not asking for the world. They know what I want. They know what I want. And if they don't, well, then I have to go into the street and we have to fight for what we rightfully deserve. These people today don't know what a strike is.
Right.
When my men hit the streets, from Maine to Texas, every single port will lock down. You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you. First week, be all over the news every night, boom, boom. Second week, guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships. They get laid off. Third week, malls start closing down. They can't get the goods from China. They can't sell clothes. They can't do this. Everything in the United States comes on a ship. They go out of business. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in. The steel's not coming in. The lumber's not coming in. They lose their job. Everybody's hating the longshoremen now because now they realize how important our jobs are. Now I have the president screaming at me, I'm putting a Taft-Hartley on you. Go ahead. Taft-Hartley means I have to go back to work for 90 days. That's a cooling off period. Do you think when I go back for 90 days, those men are going to go to work on that pier? It's going to cost the company's money to pay their salaries. Well, they went from 30 moves an hour maybe to 8. They're going to be like this. Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract and let's move on with this world. And in today's world, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you, and you have no idea what that means. Nobody does.
Shalom, Yashar Allah. First and foremost, I would like to give all honor, infinite glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth, and peace and salutations to all you hopeful Akim out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp. I wanted to do this lesson based on, these ports that workers that are talking about going on strike. And we know that this is a perfect opportunity for Esau to blame someone else, i.e. the laborers, for this place shutting down. It's a good opportunity for Esau to shift the blame away from him, causing the controlled chaos, to a bunch of union workers going on strike, 85,000 deep. They're called longshoremen, but they're a part of the union that stretches from Maine to Texas, like the union rep was talking about. Because Lord, ojalá, Lord willing, we'll see. If they do go on strike because the demands are not met, it is going to be like what that man said. There's going to be crippling the supply chain in the construction industry and all industries across America, because America imports everything. They are not a producing nation. They are a consuming nation. So you have to understand this lines up exactly with prophecy. And this could be one of those, times that are just another step closer to this place collapsing, And the scriptures that I have prepared for that are ones that we've gone over plenty of times. But now in this day, you can even see how much more important they are in now. And because they are happening. Like they say, these prophecies are popping off the pages and we can see them in real time. This is 2 Ezra 6:22, and suddenly, and we always stop at that word suddenly, or I do, because that word suddenly means without warning, unexpectedly, out of nowhere. Goes into, a surprise. People aren't ready for this. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. That's all these fields, because a lot of the seeds that we get, are all shipped around to different places, the produce, and not to mention the fields are going to be unsown because all the crops are going to die because of the fertilizers that we ship into the United States. All their crops are going to die because everything runs off synthetic chemicals shipped in from these other countries, even if it is grown here in the United States. So crops are going, and the sown places are going to appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the storehouses in this day and age are your grocery stores, your Costco's, your Walmarts, your Kroger's, your Fred Meyer's, your Albertsons, Safeways. These are all storehouses that people go and get goods at, food. So what happens when these shelves start to get a little bit shy? Even if a couple things down an aisle are out of stock, man, people are buying everything else around the store in bulk because they think that that's the next thing that's going to come into shortages. So what it does is starts people panic buying. And once people start panic buying, everything's gone. Everything will be gone because there's nothing coming in to replace it. So whatever they have, that's it. And ever since COVID, supply chain has already been stressed out, with the goods that they can replace on the shelves quickly. The warehouses that got burnt down, the farms and big old chicken farms and everything food related started going up in flames. Not to mention the bridges a couple months ago that just were getting hit by big old boats, then causing them to collapse. So you see how everything is going to be brought to a focus point and be blamed on somebody else if these workers go on strike. So Esau is always, playing chess, not checkers, man. So that was 2 Esdras 6:22 again. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Hey, man, but you have to understand that if you are a man of the Lord, the elect, you're going to be taken care of through these times. And that's the hope that we have. This is for the world. This is for the 2/3 to face the judgment. You're becoming a new man. And how do you say, pleasing the Lord in the time of peace, when you have time, when the grace period is still open. As long as that grace period is open and you still see men on the highways and byways, you still have time to get right, Jake. So stop playing until things completely hit the fan, and then you're scrambling at that point. You don't know where to start changing your life to be a better person for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, what you need to be doing to please him, what you shouldn't be doing to make him mad. These are all good things that are going to be too late once the chaos starts. This is Job 5:19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. And 7 is a complete number of evils will not touch you. It's not just 7. Oh, the 8th one, sorry. You only had 7. No, it's a complete number of evil things that we're going to be coming across. Evil just means hard times, bad times, Verse 20, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. And those are two great judgments that are going to be taking place upon this earth. And that's two of the four horsemen that are coming down. One was a famine, and the other one due to hyperinflation. And the other one was the sword, which is going to, billions of people are going to be taken out by those two alone. Verse 21, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh. And the scourge of the tongue is when we're going to be demonized, when we're going to be painted the worst thing since the 9/11 attackers, whatever it may be. We're going to be painted as the worst thing ever. And that's not just the prophets mainly, but Jake entirely is going to be hunted by all nations, man. Verse 22, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. And that's a spirit that's going to be solely reserved for the men of the Lord. Because the men of the Lord understand why these judgments are happening. The men of the Lord want these things to happen. And the men of the Lord are going to be happy when they see the fall of their enemies, man. For all the shit talking and things that we have to deal with on a daily in this captivity, man. It's vexing in your spirit daily. And it's only that this truth that keeps us stable and the strength to keep on going. When these things happen at destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. That's a whole different spirit you're going to be in apart from this world. Just like everybody's laughing and, oh, fucking let's go to the football game. Oh, we're going here. Ha, ha, everything's fun. And the men of the Lord are over here vexed being in this place. Well, when shit hits the fan and everything's reversed, while these people are mourning and no, I don't know what to do, and where is God? If there's a God, where is he? Because he ain't helping me out. Type spirit ass fucking getting weak. The men of the Lord are gonna be saying, call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, this day's come. You know? Because know our kingdom is right around the corner. But we just got to get through the hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble, with our integrity intact. And the Lord is going to give us that crown of life. Verse 23, for thou shalt be in league with the beasts, with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Hey, man, so, hey, these animals, you may come across a lion that escaped from a zoo that you just saw walking around with a man's arm in his mouth, and he drops it and lets you pet him, and then, lets you be, speaking as a man, but that's the type of situations that the men of the Lord are going to come across, because we know that those beasts are out there for vengeance, spirits created for vengeance, but we know the comfort of the scriptures when we see and know that we are at peace with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He's going to make even our enemies be at peace with us, and the enemies could be in that instance a beast, and the beast is going to be like, you're in league with me, which means like they're in agreement. There's nothing, no bad blood. The animal doesn't want to take your head off, like when he sees an Edomite walk by. So that's what we have to look forward to. Divine intervention to allow us escape through these calamities that are coming through this world. And one of these ports shutting down and causing a mass lack of supply around the world, and especially here in Babylon, that could be a plague in itself. But Lord willing that this lesson was edifying, because we tell you these things not to scare, but to put you in remembrance that serving the Lord with fear and integrity is what will get you through, man. And pray for mercy in those days, man, because we're not saved yet, Jake. We still have a lot of prophecy to go through for us to be beamed up on those chariots. But will you make it out with your integrity and your faith and your works with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? That is still the question we yet to find out, to see if you've built yourself up earnestly in this thing, diligently. So that is the mentality we got to keep at the forefront of our heart, our mind, everything. So Lord willing that this lesson was edifying to the elect. I'd like to give all honor, infinite glory, and praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. And peace and salutations to all you hopeful elect Akim out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.